Right, so we get interactive right about now. Mapit Sitsabit is with me. Hello, Matt.
Hello, Izzy. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How about you?
I'm okay, thank you. You know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joe News on TV. Now, Izzy, there's been a video that's trending on various social media platforms. A lot of people are worried, people are scared, they're anxious. And it's of a woman in the market spraying insecticide over her meat.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's trying, the meat is open, it's up in the open, and
trying to get rid of the flies.
People are worried about this. They're saying, what are we consuming? What is happening? But in case you haven't seen the video, here it is.
In fact, for an evidence sake, those of you that are watching this video this very moment, I just caught this woman using mosquito spray, heaven, spraying the meat that we buy with our own money to eat in our stomach. I tried to question them, they don't even mind me. You can see the mosquito spray there. That is what she's using to spray the mosquito, the meat. In fact, I don't understand this. I don't know if we are still in Ghana or we are in another world. My people, be very careful of what you buy in the market. I'm telling you this, I'm right here in the market. I'm here, I believe you can see me. I'm here with them in the market. I'm talking to them, they don't even mind me. Those of you that will come to market to buy meat and go and eat, this is what they are doing. So ridiculous.
All right, so that video has been trending. We still don't know the location, the exact location of it on the origin, but we do know, like the guy in the video said, that here in Ghana it's been trending. We spoke to the FDA, but before we hear from them, let's take some of the reactions and comments on Facebook, because we did post that on our Facebook page with 258 comments and 202 shares. Yes.
All right, so Jojo Steven says the FDA needs to move from their comfort zone. This market women need education, but no, they will go and arrest it. And the statesman says, to the best of my knowledge, this video wasn't captured in Ghana. Women can't be so wicked to this extent. Well, you heard the guy who was filming said, this is right here in Ghana. As Sigby says, such wicked vendors have their businesses collapse for the safety of many innocent buyers.
And Babawala says, that's why I voted for free SHS to be done, and I'm happy it's happening. For all you know, this lady doesn't even know what is harmful to us since we aren't insects. And Kojankora says, don't doubt this. Even park sellers are doing the same thing. They misuse that to keep flies away. And unfortunately, they spray it so close to the food. Lots of people are selling poisoned food around. And Tia Sulmane says, based on the advert of, okay, Mohammed Haq says she has to be arrested and banned from selling any consumable goods. Thanks, bro, and more grease to your elbow. Right, so also on social media, the same thing people are talking about is that, okay, so maybe she didn't know, you know, she's education. And that's exactly what Maria Abba-Lovelace of the head of food enforcement at the FDA is saying. She's saying that, you know what, I'm sure the woman doesn't know education and she needs to be educated about the harmful contents of the Heaven mosquito spray. Let's listen to her.
There is a probability that there are about 10, 15, 20 other people who do the same. Because that's a trait they are in. And once someone has had the idea that this is being done, then the probability is that a lot of them do say. So it's not so much as locating where it is done. We're actually looking for that because it's easier talking to that. And we are doing a general public education for all of them that are involved in that kind of trade.
Okay.
And we are doing more consumer education and all that.
All right. So this is what the FDA is intending on doing more education, going to the markets and educating the market women. But if somehow, somewhere you find the woman in the market, will she face any consequences? Or if you go to a market and you find people doing this, will they face any consequences?
Yes, they will. And then before I even get to the phasing of consequences, this is a clear indication of lack of education.
Okay.
Lack of knowledge. For lack of knowledge, that people perish. How can anyone just say insecticide on the salted beef or any kind of meat? drug is being sold just because they want to ward off house flies for that matter. It tells you the person has no knowledge. The person doesn't know what she is about. You know, maybe we've done a lot of public education in the area of microbiological hazards and all that, so they know what the housefly can do. We've always taught them that the housefly gets onto feces and then hops onto the food and shakes off its legs, and then the feces gets onto the food. And the consequences are bad microbiologically because you're going to get foodborne illnesses.
All right.
The other thing is that we've not laid a lot of emphasis on the chemical hazards as well.
Okay.
So this woman clearly wants to ward off houseflies. But what is she doing in the end? What is the effect of the insecticide? That is something she doesn't know. She thinks it will ward off the housefly, but has she thought of the consequences on the human being, the potential health hazard? So that is what we have to teach. And we need you, the media, to help us.
Maria Abalavles of the FDA said it's all about education, and our Joy Clean Ghana campaign team is on it. If they see anything, they'll say something and they'll spot it and they'll make sure that something is done about this. Now, yesterday it rained, and as always, when it rains, it pours. When it pours, it floods. This is Accra. This is how we do it. And people have been reacting to this for the whole day today. Hashtag Accra floods has been trending at #1. Later on in the day, it moved to #5. People, you know what? I think people are just really tired. People are exhausted because they say the same thing all over. We say the same thing all over. They just don't know what to say anymore. But Abdul Rashid on Facebook says we keep on building flyovers every day to ease traffic, and yet when it rains, we die in floods.
Elizabeth says, I have filled my water containers to last me 2 weeks. My heart goes out to those affected negatively by this. We'll send a picture of my water drums when I get home. Thank you. Galaxy says, the nationwide flood has nothing to do with our leaders. Some recalcitrant people are still erecting buildings at inappropriate places. We must rather change our attitudes and keep our environment clean, or else we'll continue to have National Festival for flood every year. I'm grateful to the Most High for adding another year to my age. Oh, he just gave himself a birthday shout out there.
All right, this one's from Ed Humphrey. Says, I lost one of my footwear yesterday to the water and nearly had my motorbike carried away by it. And Xavier King says, it delayed me 20 extra minutes home and I can't find who took my things off the dry line. I can't blame the rain. And Jake Mashak says, in fact, that very Monday, the rain made the weather cool. I was previously having little misunderstanding issues with my wife, but because of the rain, she couldn't hesitate in coming closer to me. Aww, and we started doing what we did last night. Okay, so that's how the rains affected him. So Accra floods, you know what, every time we speak about this, attitudinal change. When will it start? And we're hoping people will change their attitude so that we don't have to face this every time.
I'd say it's about law enforcement. If laws are enforced in this country, I mean, we wouldn't have any problems at all.
At all, yeah.
If laws are enforced, because somebody shouldn't have built in a waterway.
Yeah.
If that person was stopped from building, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so that's how we end today's Joy News Interactive. You know how to continue the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with Joy News on TV. And I am Mapiso C. Bidi.